idea of the super funds, right? So we're all familiar with that concept, that idea that we need to hold people that have polluted our communities responsible. So this is applying it to the climate crisis, right? We know Exxon, Shell, right? They've racked in record profits year after year, right? Meanwhile, our communities are struggling, right? We're struggling to mitigate climate impacts, to deal with flooding, right? It's people's homes that are being impacted. There was recently a national study that looked at municipalities that will be impacted by climate crisis, climate change, and flooding. And one of the worst in the entire country that was identified was here in Atlantic City. And this is, again, across the country, right? So we need action. We need to make sure that people come out and vote, but we also need to talk to our state reps, and we need to tell them to pass this bill. If it passes, funds will become available for municipalities so that they can do things like get ready for flooding. They can upgrade critical infrastructure like sewer and water. And otherwise, right, we will see the fossil fuel industry continue to profit, and we will be paying. And as a taxpayer of New Jersey, it's expensive to live here, right? So we need to make sure the people that have damaged our communities are held accountable. We need to make polluters pay. So we have passed over 50 resolutions up and down the state so far. We have over 30 state reps who have co-sponsored this bill. We've gained a lot of momentum. Now we just need to see it through. So what I'm going to ask you to do is something really specific right now. So I'm going to ask you all to take a minute and take out your phone. So we need everybody to call their state reps to get involved in this movement to pass the Climate Superfund Act. So I'm going to ask everybody to send a text to 23321. You're going to put that in where you would put a name if you're sending a text, 23321. And you're going to send a message that says pay up. So again, you're texting 23321. And you're sending a message, pay up. And when you do this, you will get notifications about how we are taking action on this bill. And we will reach out to you and ask you, can you make a phone call? Can you send an email? We also want to get municipal leaders like Councilman Shabazz, who has been at the forefront of supporting this bill. So you're lucky to have an elected official who's been part of this. And we need to get, again, people throughout the state, throughout South Jersey. So one more time, you're texting 23321, and the message is pay up. And that will help get you in the loop of the action that we're taking at Food and Water Watch. And again, build that firewall to protect our planet, protect our communities, and to be in environmental action together. So thank you so much. All right, and next up, I have the pleasure of introducing my friend and a co-organizer of South Jersey Progressive Democrats, Susan Drunkenbrod. Susan is a former educator, also an elected member of the Cherry Hill Democratic Committee, has been deep in the trenches to make change here in South Jersey for a very long time.
Thank you, Kate. Thank you. Hi, everybody. Thank you for having me here. Thank you to the organizers for this wonderful rally. It's so important. So I am from Cherry Hill. I'm a lead organizer with South Jersey Progressive Dems. We have been organizing for about 10 years now. In June, like Kate said, I was elected to the municipal committee in Cherry Hill. I was elected as a progressive Democrat. So our group, sometimes we primary the entrenched Democrats. And my group won. But then we were promptly sued by the Camden County Democrats. So our election right now is tied up in court. We're at the appellate division. We've been temporarily restrained from doing any organizing in Cherry Hill. When I think about No Kings, I definitely think of the chaos in Washington. It's definitely there. We're aware of it. But we have to think about No Kings, and there's somebody with a great No Kings sign. No Kings in New Jersey. So, if the people elect different people to a position, they should be able to take that position. It should not go to court. So sometimes our elected officials here in New Jersey are sometimes seem beholden to other people. But we are the power of the people, and our democracy matters, and it matters here in New Jersey to also uphold our democracy. We expect our elected officials to hold the line on the chaos in Washington. We want them to get behind the Immigrant Trust Act. We want them to pass the Climate Superfund Act. These are things that will help us economically and environmentally, and of course, it will keep our neighbors and our communities safe. So those are some things that we should be talking to our elected